It's a great privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the very first Creative Language Conference.
There was another ship you may not have heard of called the SS Eastland. The SS Eastland capsized in Chicago in a harbour, and more people died on that ship than the Titanic. So things have to go wrong before they go right. How much is society prepared to see things go wrong before they adopt the technology?
So actually the world has got 57 trillion 3-metre squares. That covers the entire globe. If you're camping at Glastonbury Festival and you want to remember where your tent is, I'm sure lots of us have experienced that, where you might not be quite as clear of mind as you were at 9 o'clock in the morning and you're coming back to your tent at night. And what do? Majority of the UK, the local emergency services have actually enabled what 3 words. If you want to reach every single person in the world with your product, this is a pretty big localization strategy.
Out of the responses, 54% of the respondents said that they are using deep learning, and 95% are saying they're planning to use it in the next year and present it in a readable, stylistically natural and grammatically correct form. So this is where you've got your Alexas and Google Homes and Bixby's and Siris and all of that stuff. What happens with the humans? Where do they fit in? Won't there be a loss of jobs? The bots are going to take our jobs, aren't they?
And this all constitutes a new area called psychotechnology, which was actually introduced by William Ammerman. It's a book, The Invisible Brand, which I absolutely recommend that you read, because it shows how those invisible brands work without us even paying attention, and how they can change every facet of our society. The fact that you actually see this specific ad at that specific moment, the decision was made as a result of a bid to identify the changes in our behaviors, in the shopping behaviors, to identify when if shoppers are pregnant. Dating apps like Tinder already are using algorithms that recommend some suitable partners for you based on your attractiveness score.
We want to change the perception of localization from being a cost center item to being a key driver. How about taking some money away from the stuff that's not being looked at with intensity, and putting it instead on the stuff that really drives conversion?
And this is going to tell SmartLink that this content needs to go through the workflow that is set up to use the transcreation process.
So when they implement a chatbot, the return on investment is so high that within a few months, they can return their whole investment. 4 years ago, Gartner said that, predicted that by now, we will be talking more with the chatbot than with our spouse.
The judge is fair and smart, and he says, you must each give me 1 word from an English dictionary. Based on this word, I will guess who is the you. More words are being emptied, machine translated, on a given day than by all human translators in a year.